Hey, 6th grade. This is your math lesson for Thursday, April the 9th. Lesson 145 is due for today. We'll go over some of those answers. And then 146 and 147, the odds, are due for Friday. I just got done grading your lessons 139 and your tests. They weren't fancy, especially 139. So please, if you did your work a long time ago, some of you guys worked ahead, check the lesson that you're handing in. Don't just assume you did it right, because you will see that some of you did not do 139 all that well. All right, so check it out. Go back to the lesson where it talks about it and see how it's done. Please, I will not have us, I don't have you here to see what's going on, so you're going to have to do a little more checking on your own to make sure you have that. All right, have your notebook, your sheet for 145, lesson 145, and let's just go over some of these answers. Let's do number one. Number one is the chart that you're filling in if you're doing a circle graph. So I will just give you the letters and the answers. We will do another one of these when we're done here, just to make sure that we know how, okay? So the answers for number 1A is 72. B is 25%. C is 75%. D is 100%. E is 90 degrees. F is 270 degrees. And G is 360 degrees. Please put your labels there. Put the percent sign in the percent column and the degree sign in the degree column. That's another one of the things that I didn't even mark these wrong, but on your assignment there was a place where it said, where you're getting your percent labels and your other labels. The one question was how many heifers. Make sure you label that heifers and not 38%. Okay, it's 38 heifers. There was another place where it says what number is, 24% of something, and you gave me an answer as a percent. That's just a number. If it wants a percent, it will say percent. Right? So just check those out. Try to be clear on those labels. You were very sloppy on labeling on that one. I didn't count wrong, but I will from now on. So check out, make sure you have what you need for labels. Make sure it's the correct one. Are they asking for a percent, or are they asking for something else, or a number, or what is it they're asking for? Number two, area of a circle. Area equals pi r squared. Radius times radius. So you're going 3.14 times 49 for number two. Your answer is 153.86 square yards. 153.86 square yards for number two. Number four. This is percent of increase and decrease. Number four was a percent of increase, 348. Number five, decrease 75 by 40%. The answer is 45. Number six, you need two answers. Measure it. If it is 37 millimeters, it is 3.7 centimeters. That is the answer. Be within one of 37. So you can have 36 millimeters, 38 millimeters, but then have your centimeters coincide with that. 37 millimeters means 3.7 centimeters. Two answers there. And number 13, the interest one yet. Number 13, lesson 145. Phyllis borrowed $6,000 for 3 months. 3 months looks like what? 3 months is 1/4 of a year, which is 0.25. So you're going 6,000 times 0.25 times 0.04, giving you an answer of $600. The interest is $600. All right, let's look at lesson 146, metric measure of volume. Metric measure of volume. Volume is how much does a container hold? How much liquid is in here is volume. All right? Our units of volume are gallon, quart, pint, cup. All right? In the metric unit of volume is liter. A liter is a little more than 1 quart. All right? So in many countries, they buy gasoline by the liter instead of by the gallon. So your basic unit of volume is liter. And then you have all the prefixes and the abbreviations. So you have liter in the middle, kiloliter, hectoliter, deciliter, liter, deciliter, centiliter, and milliliter. Yes. Now, some of you, a number of you, quite a number of you actually, are having trouble with this whole idea of something like this. 25.6 hectoliters equals how many milliliters? Start. So you have hectoliters here, that's where you start. You're going to milliliters, way over here. You count the spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 places to the right from hectoliter to milliliter. You move the decimal point 5 places to the right. This is 1 place, add 4 more zeros, 25, 6. Is that right? Yes. Check that. Yes, to milliliters, actually, this one is only to centiliters. Let's do that. Sorry. That way we can put the number on the space. Centiliters. Right? From hectoliters to centiliters. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 places. So we're moving it 1, 2, 5, 6, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you start, if it's going from deciliters to, well, let's just do one. 54 deciliters equals how many deciliters? Deciliters to deciliters. So you're moving the decimal point to the left. 1, 2. The decimal point is here, right? Decimal point on 54 is here. 1, 2, point 54. Okay, some of you struggle on that. You look at the first measurement that's given, deciliters. If you're going from deciliters to kiloliters, the decimal point moves 2 places to the left. Deciliters to centiliters, 3 places to the right. Okay? Please pay attention to that. Go to the lesson, make sure you have the order. Don't just attempt it in your head if you don't have the order right in your head, please. All right, let's fill in this chart. Remember what we're doing. All right, days total. Simply add up the days. 24 plus 6, 30. Total of percent is always what? 100. Total of degrees of a circle. All circles have how many degrees? 360. All right? Now simply form proportions. How do we find C? How do we find C? 6 goes with C. Here you have these. So it's 6 over 30. Equals C over 100. So your equation is 30 C equals 100 times 6, 600. Right? 30 divided by 30. 600 divided by 30. Hack a 0 off. 3 into 60 is 20. C equals 20. Right? Now what do we do to find B? What do we do to find B? Your total is 100. You have 20. So you simply go 100 minus 20 is 80. And there you have your percents. Do a proportion for one or the other. On this one, you could go 24 over 30 equals B over 100 to get your 80. Smaller numbers are easier, okay? So use a proportion to get this one, and then simply subtract. 100 minus 20 is 80. All right, do the same thing for this. So let's work the proportion going 6 over 30. Again, let's find F. 6 over 30 equals what? F over 360. So then we have 3F equals, what's 360 times 6? Sorry, I'm cheating again. 360 times 6. 2160. What am I doing? It's supposed to be a 30, sorry. F. 2160, did I say? I did. All right. Divide by 30. Divided by 30. That will be 72. I think F equals 72. Check that for sure. Yes, 72 degrees. Okay, again, see how we did that? 6 over 30 equals F over 360. Okay? You could also use these numbers. 20 over 100 equals F over 360, whichever ones you want to use. That is 72 degrees. What is 360 minus 72? 360 minus 72 equals 288 degrees. Check these. If these don't add up to this, then there's for sure something wrong. Okay? That is how you do those. All right, there's one more thing we want to look at. Sales tax. For most things that you buy, for a lot of things that you buy, I don't know if it's most things, you go to a store and you pay so much. It's priced at, $15, but most items have a sales tax on them. So you are increasing them by that amount. Now we've already talked about increasing by a certain percent and how to do that, but you'll have story problems here. You'll have a story problem, something like this. This is lesson 147, by the way. $147. Glenda bought sewing thread for $10.69. If there is a 6% sales tax, what is her total bill? And most of the times they want two answers. They want the amount of tax and the total bill. All right? So this is how you would do that. So her bill is $10.69. And there is a 6% sales tax. That means there's an increase of 6%. Okay? So remember how you do this? $10.69 is 100%. Okay? So here you have total or money. However, but it's over 100%. Okay? $10.69 over 100%. You're adding this, you're adding 6%. Okay? So this is the missing number. Your tax. This is going to be the amount of tax. Right here is the amount of tax. T. Missing number is the tax. So you're going to find the tax and then add the tax to the total to get your final price. So let's do it. So your equation is what? 100T equals 1069 times 6. What is 1069 times 6? Oh. 6414. So 100T equals 6414. All right. Now you divide that by 100. Divided by 100. All right, so if you divide this by 100, you're going to get 0.6414, right? Round that to the nearest hundredth or the nearest cent. So round the 4 off. The 1 keeps the 4 the same, so your tax is 64 cents. Tax. Up here, tax is, and this is one of your answers, 0.64. Now you're adding the 0.64 to the 1069 to get your final price. 1069 plus 0.64. 13. Is that what it is? Yes. Then your total. Most of these are going to ask for how much tax did you pay. I want you to put it something like this. Don't just have a random answer like this and assume that I know that this is the tax. So you need a tax answer and a total of 1133. So the missing number is the tax. You add the tax to the total to get your final total. All right, so this is sales tax. And then you add that to the total. So you'll have two different answers. Number 1 of lesson 147 says, what was her sales tax and total bill? So just like this, 2 answers, please. All right? Lesson 146, 147, the odds are due for Friday, April the 10th. Thank you.